When this guy said, I think I might be your father, how do you digest that kind of information?
I don't know. I really don't know, to be honest with you. So I'm really bloody all over the place, really, till I know for certain.
So you're now in a situation where you're 53 years old, both your folks have passed.
Yeah.
So you can't ask either of them many questions.
No.
And you must have thousands of questions. Does it feel all-consuming, this news that's been thrown onto you? Do you think about it a lot?
Yeah, when I'm on my own, I do. Plays on my mind.
As well as having the potential to track down absent dads, the recent popularity in DNA tests has uncovered a surprising statistic. Around 1 in 50 people do not have the biological father they think they have. 53-year-old Richard has recently discovered that he's not blood related to the man who raised him.
What a treat to come down here.
It's nice, isn't it?
Last time I visited Devon, I was 9 or 10 years old. Beautiful. So your father, the man that brought you up, you always thought he was your biological father?
Yes, yeah, but he was a very good father. You know, I had some very good times with my father and my dad, yeah. So as far as I know, he was my dad. He was smart, always smart. Ladies always liked him. Old Spice kind of stuff, you know, the old brute and all that. Yeah, I remember that as a kid because I still use some of that Old Spice myself. Yeah, that brings back memories, yeah. We used to go to the beach now and again when he had a day off work. Just gonna have a little kick about along the beach. Have the odd ice cream and that, if you're lucky, come the end of the day.
After both of Richard's parents passed away, Richard was contacted by a man named Raymond, claiming that he'd been in a relationship with Richard's mother and thought he might be Richard's biological father. A DNA test with Richard's sister proved they were only half-siblings and that the man he always believed was his dad wasn't.
To find out my dad isn't my dad, it's a shock to the system. Now I'm like, all my life has been like a play. All the fond memories I had of him, it's just, it's like, did he know? I wonder if he knew. And this is where the story gets more complicated, because I thought, you know, that's it, it's just me and my sister, but now there could be more to it.
Richard's potential biological father, Raymond, is unwell and unable to meet him. But Raymond does have a son, which means Richard could also have a half-brother. Testing their DNA is the only way to find out.
When this guy said, I think I might be your father, how do you digest that kind of information?
I don't know. I really don't know, to be honest with you. So I'm really bloody all over the place, really, till I know for certain.
So you're now in a situation where you're 53 years old, both your folks have passed.
Yeah.
So you can't ask either of them many questions.
No.
And you must have thousands of questions. Does it feel all-consuming, this news that's been thrown onto you? Do you think about it a lot?
Yeah, when I'm on my own, I do. Plays on my mind. I know there's might be a possible brother involved there, so that would be interesting.
Do you want him to be your brother?
Yeah, it would be quite nice. You know, I've just grown up like with a sister, so it would be quite nice to know there's a brother and that there. You know, go out and maybe have a beer or something, you know, and you know, have a little chat and, you know, chinwag or whatever.
I suppose this is such fresh information as well, right? So you're just trying to digest it all and...
Sometimes you wish it was a straight bloody road and then you might be better off, you know?
So, Richard, you know, in an ideal world, right, what are you hoping to find out?
Well, I'm hoping to find if this is my brother.
Yeah, that'd be like the next step, I suppose.
Well, a big leap, really, isn't it, I would say. I think you should go and buy an ice cream, Stacey, as it goes.
I'll get us an ice cream. I can easily get us an ice cream.
Richard is hoping that by undergoing genetic testing with Chori and our team,
Come sit down.
they'll be able to discover who is his biological father and if he might also have a half-brother.
Richard, how can I help you? What would you like to know?
I'd like to know where I'm from, really, because I found out not too long ago that my dad wasn't my dad. So after 50 years or so now, I'd like to know who my dad is.
So the fact that you have found out that the person that you thought was your father may not be your father, you are definitely not alone. So my research has shown that historically you get higher rates of this happening, tends to be in cities. Okay, so let's do your family tree. So you've got Mum and Dad, who is the question mark at the moment.
Yeah.
So the way you inherit your DNA, it's kind of like a pack of cards. So each parent has a pack of cards and they shuffle it up and they give you half. So your pack of cards is a mixture, half each from them. When you have a sibling, a full sibling, they do the same process again. So half of the DNA that you carry is going to be the same as your sister, which is why when you see siblings, you can see they're related because they share half their DNA. Now, you might have a half-brother.
Yes.
Okay, so when we are doing the genetic analysis, what I'm going to be looking for is, do you share about a quarter of your DNA with this person, which would suggest that this story, that they are a half-sibling, is correct. Have you met your potential half?
No, I haven't.
So do you know how he feels about this? Because he must be going through a similar thing to you.
Yeah,
I mean, he
wonder
must
if he thinks what
equally
he's thinking.
wonder.
Well, the first time I heard about Richard, I got a message from my dad, which was just 3 photographs and nothing else. I looked at the photographs, it looked like me. So I was trying to work out what was going on. A day later, I got a series of messages from my dad. The first one said, "Hi, Brendan. There is a good chance this could be your older brother. His name is Richard." I might have a half-brother that I haven't known about for 50-odd years. It'd be difficult to try and catch up, to say, you know, what have you been up to, mate? Even if Richard and myself turn out to be polar opposites, we're still family. I was brought up to never trust a Tory. If he turns out to be a Tory, you know, I'll even set that aside. I'll deal with that as it comes out.